The morning shift at Riverside Diner starts like any other Thursday in downtown Chicago. The chrome exterior gleams under gray November skies. Then Gregory Walsh, the manager, starts shouting, "I said out! We don't serve your kind here!" A homeless man, mid-50s, salt and pepper beard, worn military jacket, stands at the counter. He's not begging. He's asking to work for a meal. Destiny Harper, 28 years old, 3 years at this diner, watches her boss grab the man's arm. She knows she should stay quiet. She has a 6-year-old daughter. Medical bills stacking up. 2 bus rides to get here every morning. But when Walsh shoves the homeless man toward the door, something breaks inside her. "Mr. Walsh, stop." 3 words, and in the next 30 seconds, she'll lose everything. What she doesn't know, the man she's about to defend will arrive tomorrow in a Rolls Royce. 4:45 a.m. The alarm screams. Destiny Harper's hand shoots out from under the thin comforter, slaps the phone once. Snooze. She allows herself this one small luxury. 9 more minutes before the day begins. At 4:54, she's up. The apartment is quiet. Aaliyah sleeps in the bedroom they share, her 6-year-old body curled around a stuffed elephant. Braids Destiny redid at midnight last night spread across the pillow. Destiny kisses her forehead, leaves a note with a smiley face on the nightstand. In the bathroom, she checks her bank account while brushing her teeth. Balance, $247.83. Rent due in 11 days, $950. She does the math automatically now. Doesn't even need the calculator anymore. If she picks up the Saturday night shift, the one nobody wants because drunk college kids don't tip, she might cover Aaliyah's inhaler refill and groceries. Might. The medical bills from last month's emergency room visit sit on the kitchen counter. $3,200. The payment plan she negotiated buys her time, but the debt follows her everywhere, like a shadow. Like the hole in her left sneaker she covers with cardboard every morning. She pulls on her uniform, slightly too big, borrowed from another server who quit 6 months ago. The fabric sags at the shoulders. The name tag says Destiny in fading letters. She pins it on anyway. 5:32 a.m. She locks the apartment door behind her. The bus stop sits 2 blocks away. She knows which streetlights flicker, which corners to avoid in the pre-dawn darkness. The first bus arrives at 5:47 if it's on time. It usually isn't. Today, it's 6 minutes late. The ride to the transfer point takes 40 minutes. Then another bus. Another 35 minutes. Then a 10-minute walk to Riverside Diner. Total journey, 90 minutes each way. 3 hours of her day, gone. Her car broke down 2 months ago. The mechanic quoted $2,200 for repairs. She'd laughed, not because it was funny, because what else could she do? At 7:18, Destiny pushes through the diner's front door. Jerome, the head cook, is already at the grill. 43 years old, works with Destiny for 3 years now, knows her coffee order without asking. "Morning, Dee." "Morning, Jerome." Maria, another server, ties her apron. "You look tired." "Late night studying." Destiny pulls out her order pad, checks her pens. The GED practice book stays in her locker, folded open to the math section. She's been working through it for 8 months. Slowly. Between shifts, between putting Aaliyah to bed, between the moments when exhaustion doesn't completely swallow her. The nursing school brochure lives in her apron pocket. She touches it sometimes during slow moments, reminds herself why she's doing this. Community college, 2 years, then maybe a real job, real insurance, real stability. Maybe. The morning regulars start filtering in. Mr. Peterson, 76, widower, always orders scrambled eggs and wheat toast. Destiny adds extra bacon to his plate when Gregory Walsh isn't looking. Mr. Peterson is getting too thin. Someone needs to make sure he eats. The construction crew from the site down the street. 6 men, same order every day, decent tippers when the job's going well. A teenage girl who ran away from home 3 weeks ago. Destiny doesn't know her name. The girl comes in some mornings, orders coffee, nurses it for an hour. Yesterday, Destiny covered her $4.50 check, paid out of pocket. She keeps a list in her phone. All these small debts to herself. Plans to pay herself back someday when money isn't quite so tight. Her mother's voice echoes in her head, the voice she hasn't heard in person for 2 years since Mama moved to Atlanta to live with Destiny's sister. Baby, kindness costs nothing, but meanness costs everything. Destiny tries to live by that, even when kindness costs $4.50 she doesn't have. 8:45. The morning rush hits full force. Gregory Walsh emerges from the back office. 55 years old, balding, perpetually irritated. He's managed Riverside Diner for 12 years and treats it like his personal kingdom. Every employee is a subject. Every customer, a necessary evil. He spots Destiny refilling Mr. Peterson's coffee. Harper, table 6 needs bussing. Yes, sir. And stop giving away free refills. We're not a charity. She bites her tongue. Nods. This is the job. This is survival. You smile, you stay quiet, you keep moving. You don't make waves because waves get you fired, and fired means no rent money, no food money, no inhaler for Aaliyah when her asthma flares up. Destiny has learned to make herself small, invisible, efficient. She's good at it. 9:30, her feet already hurt. The cardboard in her left shoe is bunching up. She'll fix it on her break, if she gets a break. 9:42. The door chimes. Destiny glances up from wiping down table 3. A man walks in, and everything changes. But she doesn't know that yet. Not yet. Right now, she's just thinking, another customer, another order, 47 more shifts until rent is covered. Just 47 more. She can do this. She always does. 9:45 a.m. The Thursday morning rush is thinning out. The temperature outside has dropped to 34 degrees. Freezing rain peppers the diner's windows, turning to sleet. Chicago in November. The kind of cold that gets into your bones. The door opens. Everyone looks up. It's instinct in a place like this. You notice who walks through the door. The man is clearly homeless. Late 50s, maybe 60. White, with a salt and pepper beard that's been trimmed recently. Someone trying to maintain standards despite circumstances. He wears layers. A canvas military surplus jacket frayed at the cuffs, a flannel shirt underneath, jeans stained but not filthy. His boots were good quality once. Now they're held together with duct tape. But it's what he's carrying that catches Destiny's attention. A worn leather briefcase, the kind executives carry. It doesn't match the rest of him, doesn't fit. And there's something else. A small American flag pin on his jacket lapel. The posture, even hunched against the cold, even exhausted, military bearing. This man served. He approaches the counter slowly, not shuffling, walking with purpose despite obvious fatigue. Destiny sets down her coffee pot. Can I help you, sir? Up close, she notices more. His hands, clean fingernails. He's made an effort, and his eyes, sharp and aware despite the exhaustion. Ma'am. His voice surprises her. Cultured, grammatically perfect. I apologize for my appearance. I haven't eaten in 2 days. I'm not asking for free food. I can wash dishes, take out trash, sweep floors, whatever you need. I need a meal. Before Destiny can respond, Gregory Walsh's voice cuts across the diner. Absolutely not! Walsh storms out from the kitchen, face already red. He's spotted the homeless man and made his decision in under 3 seconds. We don't serve your kind here. Out. Now. The man doesn't move. Sir, I'm offering to work for a meal, not charity. Work. I don't care what you're offering. You're driving away paying customers. Walsh gestures at the half-empty diner. 3 tables occupied. Out. The diner goes quiet. Mr. Peterson stops eating. The construction workers pause their conversation. Maria freezes mid-pour. Everyone's watching. The homeless man stays calm. This isn't necessary, sir. I can work in back. Customers won't even see me. I said out. Walsh grabs the man's arm. That's when Destiny sees it. As Walsh yanks the man's arm, his sleeve pulls up slightly. A surgical scar on his wrist, fresh, maybe 2 weeks old. And the man's hands, they're trembling. Not from cold, not from fear, something else. Walsh starts physically escorting him toward the door. The man doesn't resist, but he doesn't help either. Just lets himself be pushed. His briefcase slips from under his arm, hits the floor. The latch pops. Papers scatter across the diner's tile floor. Destiny sees them. Official-looking documents, a photograph of a woman, and something else. A prescription paper with bold letters she can just make out. Pancreatic cancer stage 4. Walsh kicks the briefcase aside. Papers slide under tables. The man bends to gather them, but Walsh grabs him again. Leave it. Get out. The man's at the door now. Walsh literally pushing him out into the freezing rain. Sleet hammers the pavement outside. The man stumbles, catches himself on the doorframe. And Destiny sees his face. Not anger, not even indignation, just weary resignation. The look of someone who's been here before, who expected this, who stopped being surprised by cruelty. That look breaks something in her. She thinks of Aaliyah, the medical bills, the rent, the 2 bus rides, the 47 more shifts. She thinks of her mother's voice. Baby, if you can help and you don't, you're not the person I raised. She sees Mr. Peterson watching. Sees the disgust on the old man's face, not at the homeless man, but at Walsh. She sees the construction workers shifting uncomfortably in their seats. She sees Maria's eyes, wide and scared, silently pleading, Don't say anything. We need these jobs. The smart thing is to stay quiet, the safe thing. Destiny has never been good at safe. Mr. Walsh, her voice cuts through the tension. Stop, please. Walsh spins around. The homeless man is half out the door, freezing rain soaking his jacket. Excuse me? Walsh's voice is dangerously low. Destiny's hands are shaking, but her voice stays steady. He asked to work for food. That's not begging. That's dignity. The diner is completely silent now. Even the kitchen sounds have stopped. Jerome stands in the window, spatula frozen midair. Walsh takes a step toward Destiny. Get back to your station, now. No, sir. She can hear her own heartbeat, feel her job slipping away with each word. This isn't right. Walsh's face goes darker. You're choosing him over your job? Destiny swallows hard, thinks of Aaliyah one more time. I'm choosing what's right. The words hang in the air. Walsh stares at her. Destiny stares back. The homeless man is still half out the door, frozen, watching this unfold. You're done. Walsh's voice is cold now, controlled. Take off that uniform. You have 5 minutes to clear out. Destiny feels the world tilt. 3 years. 3 years of double shifts and sore feet and smiling through exhaustion. Gone. Her hands move to her apron. They're shaking so badly she can barely untie the strings. The nursing school brochure falls out, flutters to the floor. Mr. Peterson stands up. Greg, you can't just... Stay out of this, Peterson. Walsh doesn't take his eyes off Destiny. Harper, you have 5 minutes. Maria is crying quietly at the coffee station. Jerome has disappeared into the back. Destiny could beg, could apologize, could say she didn't mean it. She doesn't. Instead, she reaches into her purse, pulls out her wallet. $23. Her gas money for the month. Except she doesn't have a car anymore, so really it's bus fare. It's groceries. It's the difference between eating and not eating next week. She walks to the register. I'd like to order breakfast. To go. Walsh's eyes narrow. You can't. I'm a customer now. She meets his gaze. You refusing to serve me? The tension crackles. Jerome reappears in the kitchen window, looks at Walsh, looks at Destiny, starts cooking without waiting for approval. Full breakfast, Destiny says clearly. Scrambled eggs, bacon, wheat toast, coffee, orange juice. She counts out the bills. $23 exactly. Walsh doesn't move, doesn't speak, just stares at her with pure hatred. Jerome works fast. Eggs on the grill, bacon sizzling, toast popping. He plates it like he's preparing for a food critic, everything perfect, generous portions. 4 minutes later, he slides the plate across the counter. Destiny picks it up, adds napkins, silverware, a bottle of ketchup from the condiment station, full service. The same dignity she gives every customer. She walks past Walsh without looking at him. The homeless man is still at the door, still half in, half out. Freezing rain soaks his shoulders. Sir? Destiny's voice is gentle. Please sit. She gestures to the corner booth. The same booth where she usually sits during her breaks. The man's eyes are welling up. Miss, you just lost your job for me. You didn't have to... Sit. Eat. You said you haven't eaten in 2 days. She sets the plate down, arranges the silverware, pours the orange juice into a glass, treats him exactly like she treats Mr. Peterson, like she treats the construction workers, like she treats every single person who walks through that door, like a human being. The man sits slowly, stares at the plate like it's a miracle. His hands are shaking worse now. He picks up the fork but can barely grip it. What's your name, miss? Destiny Harper. He sets down the fork, extends his hand formally. Destiny, I'm Harrison Bennett, and I will never forget what you just did. His handshake is firm despite the trembling. He holds eye contact, intense, meaningful. Something in his bearing shifts. For just a second, Destiny sees someone else beneath the worn clothes, someone who once commanded rooms. Then it's gone. Please eat, she says softly, before it gets cold. Harrison picks up the fork again, cuts into the eggs, takes a bite, closes his eyes. This is... His voice breaks. Thank you. Destiny nods, turns to go collect her things. Time's up, Harper. Walsh looms behind her. Out. She heads to the break room. Her hands have stopped shaking. She feels oddly calm now. Decided. In her locker, a photo of Aaliyah taped to the inside door, gap-toothed smile, holding up a crayon drawing, an extra pair of socks for long shifts, the GED study book, bookmark on page 247. She takes the photo, leaves everything else. Maria catches her in the hallway. Destiny, I'm so sorry. I wanted to say something, but it's okay. And Destiny means it. You have kids too, I understand. What will you do? Figure it out. Destiny hugs her. I always do. She walks back through the diner. Harrison is finishing his meal, eating slowly, savoring every bite. He's gathered his papers back into the briefcase. When he sees her approaching, he stands, pulls crumpled bills from his pocket, maybe $8. Please, take this. It's all I have, but your job... No. Destiny's voice is firm but kind. You needed that meal. You earned it by being willing to work for it. But you lost everything because of me? I lost a job. There are other jobs. She's not sure she believes this, but she says it anyway. You take care of yourself, Mr. Bennett. Harrison stares at her, something profound in his expression. You have a daughter? The question surprises her. Yes, Aaliyah. She's 6. Then you didn't lose everything. His voice is thick with emotion. You showed your daughter, even if she wasn't here to see it, what integrity looks like. That's worth more than any job. Destiny's throat tightens. I should go. Wait. Harrison carefully picks up his briefcase, opens it, pulls out a business card, looks at it, then tucks it back in. Instead, he says quietly, Miss Harper, can I tell you something? Of course. I came here today planning to give up. On everything. I had my reasons. He glances at his briefcase, at the medical papers visible inside. But you just gave me a reason to keep going, even if just for a little while longer. Destiny doesn't fully understand, but she feels the weight of it. Then I'm glad I could help. Harrison extends his hand again. She shakes it. I will see you again, Destiny Harper. I promise you that. She doesn't know what he means, assumes it's just words, the kind people say when they're grateful. Take care, Mr. Bennett. She walks out into the freezing rain. November sleet hits her face, soaks through her thin jacket. She doesn't have an umbrella. Didn't think she'd need one. Usually she's inside the diner until 11 p.m. The bus stop is 3 blocks away. Behind her, inside Riverside Diner, Harrison Bennett watches her go through the window. Then he pulls out his phone. Not a cheap burner. An iPhone. Latest model. The kind that costs over $1,000. It doesn't match his appearance at all. He pulls up a contact, hits dial. Sarah, it's me. I found her. The person we've been looking for. He pauses. Her name is Destiny Harper, and I need you to get me everything. Employment records, financial situation, family status, discreetly. He ends the call, looks at the business card in his briefcase. Harrison Bennett, CEO, Pinnacle Industries. Then he looks back out the window, but Destiny is already gone, disappeared into the Chicago rain. 4 months, he whispers to himself. I have 4 months to get this right. The first bus is late, 12 minutes late. Destiny stands at the shelter, soaked through, watching traffic blur past in the rain. Other people huddle under the plexiglass roof. Nobody makes eye contact. Chicago protocol. Her phone buzzes. Text from Maria. Gregory's bragging about firing you. Says you were insubordinate. I'm so sorry. Destiny doesn't reply. What would she say? The bus finally arrives. She finds a seat by the window, watches the city streak past through rain-blurred glass. Her mind is blank. Not thinking, not feeling, just numb. 2 transfers. 90 minutes. She's still in her uniform. Forgot to change. A few passengers glance at her, then look away. At 2:30 p.m., Destiny climbs the stairs to her apartment. 3rd floor, no elevator. Mrs. Wilson, her elderly neighbor who watches Aaliyah, opens her door. Destiny? Everything okay, honey? Change of plans. Thank you for watching her. Destiny counts out $15. Her last $15. Now she has $8.83 to her name. Inside the apartment, Aaliyah is coloring at the kitchen table. Mama? She jumps up, gap-toothed smile. You're home early. Special day, baby. In the bathroom, Destiny peels off the damp uniform, puts on sweatpants and an old t-shirt, stares at herself in the mirror. 28 years old, single mother, just lost her only source of income. She makes mac and cheese for lunch, the box kind. Aaliyah chatters about school, about her friend Emma's birthday party next week. Can I go, Mama? Emma said there's going to be a bounce house. Birthday party means a gift, $20 minimum. We'll see, baby. After Aaliyah's quiet time, Destiny opens her laptop at the kitchen table. The math is brutal. Rent, $950 due in 11 days. She had $247.83 done this morning. Spent $23 on Harrison's meal. Paid Mrs. Wilson $15. Current balance, $209.83. She'll get one more paycheck from Riverside, approximately $340 after taxes. Total available, $549.83. Rent shortfall, $400.17. But there's more. Aaliyah's inhaler refill, $89. Electric bill, overdue, $127. Actual shortfall, $616.17. No savings, no credit cards, no family to call, no safety net. Destiny opens job search sites. Waitress positions, Chicago, 47 results. She knows how this works. Background check takes a week. Training another week. First paycheck 2 weeks after that. 4 weeks minimum before money arrives. Rent is due in 11 days. Her phone rings. Unknown number. She lets it go to voicemail. A minute later, one new voicemail. Miss Harper, this is Harrison Bennett. I'd like to speak with you about delete. Phone rings again. Same number. Voicemail. Destiny, please call me back. I have a proposition that could delete. Third call, 2 hours later. Voicemail. Miss Harper, I understand if you don't want charity. This isn't charity. I only have a few months left. The doctor said so, and I want to use that time meaningfully. Please call. Her finger hovers over the delete button. A few months left. She remembers the prescription paper. Pancreatic cancer, stage 4. She remembers his hands shaking, the surgical scar. She remembers, you gave me a reason to keep going. For a long moment, she stares at her phone, then deletes the message. Pride is a luxury when you're drowning. She knows that. But something in her resists. She didn't help him for a reward, didn't defend him for payback. The moment you expect payment for kindness, her mother used to say, it stops being kindness. Destiny closes her laptop, opens her notebook. Action items. 1. Apply to 10 restaurants tomorrow. 2. Call landlord. Request extension. 3. Food bank. Thursday. 4. Sell TV. $80 maybe. 5. Temp agencies. Her handwriting is steady despite the exhaustion. She's been here before. Not this bad, but close. Survived then. Will survive now. On the refrigerator, Aaliyah's drawing. Stick figures holding hands. Me and Mama in crayon. We'll be okay, baby, Destiny whispers. Mama's got this. She doesn't believe it, but she'll make herself try. While Destiny deletes voicemails in her cramped apartment, Harrison Bennett sits in an office 60 floors above downtown Chicago. Floor-to-ceiling windows frame Lake Michigan. The office is massive. Minimalist furniture, abstract art, the kind of space that whispers wealth. The nameplate on the door reads, H. Bennett, Chief Executive Officer, Pinnacle Industries. But the desk tells a different story. Medical files stacked high, prescription bottles lined up, a calendar marked with doctor appointments, each circled in red. His assistant, Sarah Carter, sits across from him. 52, worked with Harrison 23 years. Are you sure about this? Sarah's voice is gentle. You should be resting. The doctor said I have 4 months, maybe less. Harrison doesn't look up. I don't have time to rest. But going out there like that in your condition, I had to know if people like Dorothy still exist. His voice softens. If that kind of kindness is still out there. Sarah knows about Dorothy Williams, the woman who saved Harrison 30 years ago when he was homeless, who gave him a job washing dishes when no one else would look at him, who died 5 years ago, leaving him a letter. Find someone worthy. Give them what I gave you. A chance. Harrison opens a folder. Destiny Harper, 28. Single mother. 3 years at Riverside Diner. Perfect attendance until today. Highest customer satisfaction scores. You had me pull her records? Medical debt, $3,200. Monthly income, $1,800. Rent, $950. Harrison's finger traces the page. She's been one emergency away from homelessness for 2 years, and today she spent her last $23 feeding me. What's your plan? Harrison stands, walks to the window. She won't accept charity. She deleted all my calls. So? Dorothy didn't give me charity. She gave me opportunity. He turns back. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Send a car to Destiny's address. She won't get in. She will. Harrison picks up a photo from his desk. Young him with Dorothy, both smiling. 30 years ago. Because we're offering her a chance to prove herself. And I'm going to spend my last 4 months making sure she's ready. Ready for what? To carry this forward. He looks at Sarah. I don't want to die knowing my money sits in a bank. I want to die knowing I found someone worthy. Sarah's eyes glisten. She doesn't know you're sick. She will. Tomorrow. I'll tell her everything. He glances at the prescription bottles. No more secrets. Just truth. And if she says no, Harrison smiles faintly. Then I chose right. Because the kind of person who deserves this is exactly the kind who'd turn it down. Saturday morning, 9:57 a.m. Destiny is in her apartment, pajamas on, laptop open to job applications. Aaliyah watches cartoons. The doorbell rings. Nobody rings their doorbell. Ever. She peers through the peephole. Empty hallway. Opens the door. Nobody there. But on the doormat, a thick cream envelope, her name in elegant calligraphy. Inside, an embossed card. Your presence is requested at 10 o'clock a.m. today. A car is waiting downstairs. Please accept this opportunity to discuss your future. HB. Her phone buzzes. Voicemail from blocked number. Harrison's voice. Destiny, please trust me, just this once. Come downstairs. Something in his tone. Urgent, but respectful. She has nothing left to lose. Mrs. Wilson, she knocks next door. Emergency, can you watch Aaliyah for 2 hours? 5 minutes later, jeans, clean shirt, hair brushed. Downstairs, her breath catches. Gleaming black Rolls Royce. License plate, Pinnacle 1. A chauffeur in uniform. Miss Harper, Mr. Bennett is expecting you. Destiny freezes. I don't understand. Ma'am, I'm James. I've worked for Mr. Bennett 23 years. He's a good man. I promise you're safe. She gets in. Leather seats. Water bottle with note. Thought you might need this. HB. They drive downtown. Financial district. Destiny pulls out her phone. Types, Harrison Bennett, Chicago. Results flood her screen. Harrison Bennett, CEO Pinnacle Industries, announces $500 million expansion. Tech billionaire Bennett donates $50 million to veterans programs. From homeless veteran to Fortune 500, the Harrison Bennett story. She reads fast. Army Colonel. 22 years service. Wife died during deployment. PTSD. Lost everything. Homeless 3 years. Dorothy Williams, restaurant owner, gave him a chance. Let him wash dishes for meals. He built Pinnacle Industries from nothing. Net worth, $1.2 billion. Then recent headlines. Bennett diagnosed with terminal pancreatic cancer. Billionaire refuses chemotherapy. I want to live, not just survive. Bennett has months left, vows to find someone worthy of his legacy. Quote, I won't die in a hospital. I'll die knowing I made a difference. I'm searching for someone with the courage to choose kindness when it costs everything. Destiny drops her phone. The man she defended is a billionaire. He's dying. And Thursday was real, really hungry. really testing if kindness exists. Tears come. They arrive at a glass tower. Pinnacle Industries in Chrome. 58th floor, James says. Security. Miss Harper, you're expected. Executive elevator. Destiny sees her reflection in elevator mirrors. Worn jeans, cheap shirt, doesn't belong, 58th floor. Receptionist. Miss Harper, welcome. Mr. Bennett is eager to see you. Office doors open. Harrison Bennett by the window. Expensive suit, clean shaven, but gaunt, thinner, fighting time, same kind eyes. Destiny, thank you for coming. She can barely speak. You're Harrison Bennett. The Harrison Bennett. Guilty. You weren't really homeless. Pain crosses his face. I was, for 3 years. But Thursday, I was testing how society treats vulnerable people. I do it quarterly. Anger flares. So it was a test? You let me lose my job for a test? No. Firm voice. You lost your job because Gregory Walsh is cruel. Your character revealed it. My character? I can't pay rent with character. No. But you can build a legacy with it. He gestures to chair. Please sit. She stays standing. That you're a billionaire playing dress-up? Destiny, I'm dying. Words stop her cold. Pancreatic cancer. Stage 4. 3 to 6 months. I could do chemotherapy. 9 months in hospital, in pain, barely conscious. Or 4 months on my terms. He picks up a photo. Young Harrison with older black woman. This is Dorothy Williams. 30 years ago, she saved my life. Not with money, with dignity. She saw me as human when everyone else saw trash. Sets it down. She died 5 years ago. Left me a letter. Asked me to find someone like her. Someone who chooses right over easy. Looks at Destiny. Thursday, I went to 6 places before Riverside. Got thrown out everywhere. Nobody cared. Then I met you. Voice breaks. You had $8. You spent 23, money you didn't have, feeding a stranger, then sacrificed your job for principle. That's not just kindness, that's moral courage. Thursday, you answered my question. Does someone like Dorothy still exist? Step closer. You do. You're exactly who I've been searching for. Destiny's head spins. What are you saying? I have 4 months left. I want to spend them teaching you everything I know, preparing you to carry forward a legacy bigger than both of us. Silence. City below. What legacy? Dorothy didn't give me charity. She gave me opportunity. A job. A partnership. Eventually, I inherited her restaurant when she died. That became my foundation. He opens folder. Heritage Foundation. Created in Dorothy's honor. Identifies people who demonstrate extraordinary character. Offers them life-changing opportunities they have to earn. I'm opening a division. Community Investment and Social Enterprise. Chicago branch. I need someone to run it. Not someone with an MBA. Someone who understands struggle. Someone who sees people others ignore. Starting salary, $85,000 annually, plus full health insurance for you and Aaliyah, plus GED completion and college tuition, 6-month probation working alongside me, learning the business. Destiny can't process. $85,000, but there's a catch. Harrison's expression serious. Your first assignment? Fix Riverside Diner. I purchased it yesterday. Gregory Walsh has been terminated. 16 staff members need leadership or they lose their jobs. You have 2 weeks to create a management plan. If you fail, Diner closes. You fail probation. She stares. That's impossible. You've managed poverty, single motherhood, and dignity in impossible circumstances. You can manage a diner. He slides contract across desk. I'm not offering charity, Destiny. I'm offering you the hardest opportunity of your life, and I have 4 months to prepare you for what comes after I'm gone." Her hand shakes, reaching for the pen. "Why me?" "Because when you had nothing, you gave everything. That's who deserves this." She signs. Date: November 12th, 2024. Everything just changed. Destiny stares at her signature on the contract. Her hand is still shaking. Harrison sits across from her, not behind his desk, but in the chair beside her. Deliberate equality. "I know this is overwhelming," he says quietly. "So let me be very clear about what happens next." Destiny nods. Can't quite find words yet. "Monday morning, you start. That's 2 days from now. Your office is on the 56th floor. Sarah will give you the tour, introduce you to your team." Team? 3 people. Small but capable. They'll help you navigate corporate systems, financial reports, all the administrative work. But the vision, the strategy, the heart of this, that comes from you. He slides a folder across. Complete files on Riverside Diner, staff records, financial statements, 30 days of revenue data, supplier contracts, everything you need. Destiny opens it. Pages and pages of numbers, names, details. Her stomach tightens. "I've never managed anything." "You've managed survival." Harrison's voice is firm but kind. "You've managed to keep your daughter fed, housed, and happy while working double shifts and studying for your GED. You've managed to maintain your integrity when it would have been easier to look away." He leans forward. "Management isn't about spreadsheets, Destiny. It's about people. And you understand people better than anyone I've met. But the diner is failing. Has been for 2 years. Walsh ran it into the ground through cruelty and incompetence. Staff turnover is high. Customer satisfaction is low. Revenue is down 38% from 5 years ago." Harrison pulls out a graph. Red line trending downward. "Without intervention, Riverside closes in 3 months. 16 people lose their jobs. A neighborhood institution disappears." The weight of it settles on Destiny's shoulders. "Your job is to save it. You have 2 weeks to present me with a plan. Then you execute that plan. If the diner isn't profitable within 6 months, we close it. And I fail probation." "Yes." Destiny looks at the numbers, thinks of Maria, of Jerome, of Mr. Peterson and the construction workers and all the regulars who've been coming to Riverside for years. "What if I can't do it?" Harrison doesn't sugarcoat. "Then you can't. And you'll go back to job hunting, but with 6 months of corporate experience on your resume and a reference from me. You won't be worse off than you are now. But 16 people will be." "Yes." He holds her gaze. "That's the weight of leadership, Destiny. Your choices affect other people's lives. It's terrifying. It's also why it matters." She takes a breath. "Okay. What else?" "Your salary starts Monday. First paycheck in 2 weeks. I'm advancing you $2,000 today to cover immediate expenses, rent, Aaliyah's medicine, whatever you need. It's not a loan. It's part of your compensation package." Tears threaten again. Destiny blinks them back. "I don't know what to say." "Say you'll work harder than you've ever worked. Say you'll ask for help when you need it. Say you'll be honest with me, even when it's difficult." "I will." Harrison stands, walks to window. "There's something else you need to understand. I'm dying, Destiny. That's not metaphor. By March, maybe April, I'll be gone." The reality hits fresh. This man, this powerful, brilliant man, has months. "The chemotherapy might buy more time, but I'd spend it in hospital beds, barely conscious, in constant pain. I chose quality over quantity." He turns back. "Which means we have 4 months, maybe less, to prepare you for what comes next." "What comes next?" "After I'm gone, Heritage Foundation continues. The board will run Pinnacle Industries. But heritage, the mission, the vision, needs someone who understands it in their bones, someone who's lived it. He sits back down. I'm putting 40% of my shares into Heritage Foundation. You'll sit on the board. You'll help decide how we invest in people and communities, how we identify the next person like you. Destiny's head spins. I can't. That's too much. It's exactly right. Harrison's voice is strong despite his frailty. Dorothy left me her restaurant. One small diner. I turned it into this. Gestures at the office, the city beyond. Not because I'm smarter than anyone else. Because she saw something in me and gave me the tools to build it. I'm giving you the same thing, better tools, bigger platform, but same principle. Someone worthy gets a real chance. He pulls out another document. This is Heritage Foundation's mission statement. Read it. Destiny reads aloud. We believe extraordinary character exists in ordinary people. We identify individuals who choose integrity over survival. We offer them opportunities that match their courage. We invest in human dignity. Her voice catches on the last line. Founded in memory of Dorothy Williams, who proved that one act of kindness can change the world. Harrison's eyes are bright as Dorothy saved one homeless veteran. That veteran built a billion-dollar company that now employs 12,000 people. Those 12,000 people support families, communities, futures. One act of kindness. Ripples that never stop. He looks at Destiny. You saved me Thursday. Not my life, my hope. You reminded me why I built all this. And now I'm going to spend every day I have left making sure you can carry it forward. Silence fills the office. Finally, Destiny speaks. I'm scared. Good. If you weren't, I'd have chosen wrong. Harrison smiles. Fear means you understand what's at stake. Now let fear sharpen you, not stop you. He extends his hand. Welcome to Pinnacle Industries, Destiny Harper, Community Investment Director, Heritage Foundation, Chicago. She shakes it. His grip is weaker than Thursday. The disease is taking him fast, but his eyes are alive with purpose. Now. Harrison stands. Sarah's waiting outside. She'll handle paperwork, show you your office, answer questions. Monday morning, 7 a.m. we start. Be ready. I will. At the door, Destiny pauses. Harrison? Yes. Thursday morning. Were you really hungry? His expression softens. Starving. That breakfast you bought me was the best meal I've had in years. Not because of the food, because of what it meant. She nods, understands. One more thing, Harrison says. This weekend, spend time with Aaliyah. Explain that Mama's life just changed, that things will be different now. Better, but different. Then Monday, we save a diner, and after that, we change the world. Week 1, the return. Monday morning, 7 o'clock a.m. Destiny walks into Riverside Diner, not as a server, as the new director. The staff is already there. 16 people gathered in the dining room, confusion and fear on their faces. Maria sees her first. Destiny, what are you doing here? I'm the new owner. Well, technically, Heritage Foundation owns it, but I'm managing operations. Silence. Shock. Jerome steps forward. You bought the diner? It's complicated, but Gregory Walsh is gone, and we have 2 weeks to save this place or everyone loses their jobs. She spreads financial reports on a table, shows them the numbers. 3 months from bankruptcy. I can't do this alone. I need your help. The staff exchanges glances, uncertain, skeptical. Mr. Peterson, sitting in his usual booth, speaks up. What's your plan? Destiny takes a breath. Better sourcing from local suppliers, enhanced menu focused on quality comfort food, living wages, $18 minimum for everyone here, profit sharing when we're successful. And one more thing. She pulls out another document. Second chance hiring program. We're going to employ people rebuilding their lives, ex-convicts, homeless individuals, people who just need someone to believe in them. Maria's eyes widen. That's ambitious. Probably impossible, Destiny admits. But we're trying anyway. Jerome nods slowly. I'm in. One by one, the others agree. Month 1. Transformation. Destiny works 16-hour days. Harrison checks in every morning. Problems? 20 new problems every hour. Good. Means you're actually trying. She hires 3 new people. Thomas, formerly homeless, starts as dishwasher. Rebecca, recovering addict, trains as server. Marcus, ex-convict, learns prep cook duties. Jerome leads kitchen training. Maria handles front of house. Destiny creates what she calls dignity protocols. Every person treated with respect, every customer valued equally. The local news picks up the story. Fired waitress now owns the diner. The article explains Harrison Bennett, Heritage Foundation, the second chance employment model. Community response overwhelms them. Regulars return, bring friends. New customers come specifically to support the mission. Revenue climbs 34% in 4 weeks. Month 3, breakthrough. The diner is profitable for the first time in 2 years. Staff meeting. Destiny announces profit-sharing bonuses. Everyone gets a check. Maria cries. I've worked here 9 years, never got a bonus. Thomas speaks up, voice shaking. This job saved my life. I have an apartment now. My daughter talks to me again. Jerome grins. Destiny, you actually did it. But Harrison's health is declining. He's lost 20 pounds, works from home most days, still calls every morning. How's the diner? Profitable, stable, growing. And you? Exhausted, terrified, but happy. That's how you know you're doing it right. Month 4. Ripple effect. 3 other Chicago restaurants contact Heritage Foundation, want to implement similar models. Destiny consults, teaches her system, helps them create their own second chance programs. She's enrolled in community college now, business management, 3.8 GPA, balances school and work, and Aaliyah. Sometimes brings Aaliyah to the diner. This is Mama's restaurant, baby. Aaliyah beams. You're like a superhero, Mama. Riverside launches Pay It Forward wall. Customers can pre-purchase meals for homeless individuals. 200 meals bought in first month. Chicago Tribune features it. Other diners adopt the model. Month 6. Recognition Heritage Foundation Gala. December evening. Destiny gives keynote speech. First formal dress she's ever owned. Aaliyah in front row, gap-toothed smile. 6 months ago, I was fired for defending a stranger's dignity. I thought I'd lost everything. Instead, I learned that when you're willing to risk everything for what's right, the universe risks everything for you. Harrison Bennett didn't give me charity. He gave me a mirror that showed who I could become. Now Heritage Foundation has helped 47 individuals find employment and dignity. That stranger I defended turned out to be the man who would change my life. But the truth is, I changed my own life. He just opened the door. The audience stands. Applause fills the ballroom. Harrison watches from backstage, too weak to stand for long. Sarah beside him. You were right about her, Sarah whispers. No, Dorothy was right. Character always wins. I just had to find someone worthy of betting on. Results. 6 months after Destiny signed that contract. Riverside Diner. 340% revenue increase. All 16 original staff retained. 8 new employees hired. Heritage Foundation. Chicago, 47 job placements, 89% retention rate after 6 months. Destiny's finances, from $15,000 debt to $23,000 positive net worth. Community impact. 3 other businesses adopted the model, 500 plus free meals provided. Aaliyah's medical bills, paid in full. Destiny's education, completing associate's degree, spring 2025. And Harrison Bennett, growing weaker each week, knows his time was spent well. 1 year later, November morning, the anniversary. Destiny arrives at Riverside Diner at 9:30 a.m., completely renovated now. New sign, Riverside Community Diner, a Heritage Foundation enterprise. Underneath, where everyone deserves a seat at the table. She's Assistant Director of Heritage Foundation, Chicago region. Still visits the diner twice weekly. Can't quite let go. Today is special. 9:45 a.m. Exactly 1 year since everything changed. The door chimes. A young woman enters, early 20s, clearly homeless, hesitant. Destiny's breath catches. The woman approaches. "Ma'am, I'm sorry to bother you. I haven't eaten in 2 days. I can wash dishes, clean tables, whatever you need. I'm not asking for free." The exact words, same desperate dignity. "What's your name?" "Rebecca Mills." "Rebecca, when's the last time you had a hot meal?" "Thursday, ma'am." Time folds. Past meets present. "Come with me." She leads Rebecca to the corner booth, the same booth where Harrison bought her breakfast. "Jerome, full breakfast, please. Extra bacon." Rebecca's eyes fill. "I can't pay." "You don't have to, but are you willing to work?" "Yes, ma'am. Anything." Then eat, we talk, and you fill out an application. Training program starts immediately. Room and board included first month. "Interested?" Rebecca cries. "You'd give me a chance?" "Someone gave me one when I needed it most. Now I pay it forward." Jerome brings food. Maria, now assistant manager, brings coffee. Rebecca stares. "Why are you all so kind?" "Because kindness isn't charity. It's community. And you're part of ours now." 2 hours later, Rebecca wears borrowed uniform. Slightly too big. Just like Destiny's once was. Destiny shows her the ropes. How to carry plates. Remember orders. Smile through exhaustion. You'll be tired, overwhelmed, but safe, fed, and earning. What's the catch? Destiny smiles. Someday, when you're stable, you help the next person. I promise. That evening, Destiny's apartment. Aaliyah, 7 now, does homework. Mama, you helped another person today? I did, baby. Why do you always do that? Because someone told me kindness costs nothing, but meanness costs everything. And another person showed me that when you give dignity, you get purpose. I want to be like you when I grow up. Destiny hugs her. You already are, baby. Her phone buzzes. Text from Sarah. Saw you through the window, Harrison smiling from wherever he is. Destiny replies, Thank you for seeing who I could become. Sarah. You always were this. Harrison just gave you a platform. Destiny looks at the framed photo on her wall. Harrison at Heritage Gala, 4 months before he died, smiling despite pain, eyes full of hope. She whispers, We're keeping the promise every single day. The tradition continues. Kindness multiplies. The legacy lives. Destiny. Harper's story is real. Not because it happened exactly this way, but because it happens every day in moments we never see. Someone chooses character over comfort. Someone risks security for principle. Someone sees a human being when everyone else sees inconvenience. These moments matter. Your moment matters. This week, look for your opportunity. That person everyone ignores, See them. That choice between easy and right? Choose right. You don't need a billion-dollar corporation to change a life. You just need to care when it costs you something. Here's my question for you. When was the last time you chose kindness when it wasn't convenient? Share your story in the comments below. If this story moved you, share it. If it inspired you, act on it. Because somewhere right now, someone needs you to be their Destiny Harper or their Harrison Bennett. Be the person who sees, who acts, who remembers that ordinary people doing extraordinary things. That's the story that never gets old. Subscribe for more stories that prove goodness still wins.
The story you heard today wasn't cleaned up. It was told exactly as it happened. At Black Voices Uncut, we believe that's the only way truth can live. If you felt something, hit like, comment, and your reaction, and subscribe. Every week, we bring you voices that refuse to be silenced.